I don't want to talk about those days because they were really dark days. And for the first time in our football administration and the politics of the NFF, we had DSS getting involved. People were moving in and out of DSS offices. They were being detained. People couldn't move around. I mean,
the courts trying to interpret to us what the laws were.
We shouldn't go that path again.
Well, Tony, you see, there's no small election in Nigeria. Yeah. That's the fact. Even town union election, local government election, NUJ election.
Student union.
The last two NUJ elections, you remember what happened. It had to be postponed 3-4 days. DSS operatives were arresting even journalists. So no election.
Why does this come to play?
No election is small again in Nigeria.
I think that's a quotable quote. No election is small in Nigeria.
The stakes are always very high. Yeah. And people, they become so desperate. But I think the biggest achievement for this administration, for me, is the peace that has pervaded the football fraternity.
Since they came on board.
Is that because
they had a little bit of turbulence when they came on board because there was a court case. There was a threat by FIFA, and then the guys who went to court, Chris Giwa and the other guys, pulled out, and they've been able to settle down anyway.
Yeah, because when you don't have peace, nothing works. If we're in this studio and there's no peace, obviously we
won't be sitting here.
We take to our heels. So,
yeah, of course.
And also, I think that is kudos to this federation. Then on the field, barely.
How would you score them?
Barely 3 weeks after they came on board in September, they won the African Women Championship. They also won the Flying Eagles won the African Youth Championship. On the other side, on the Sun Notes, we didn't qualify for the African Nations Cup. But I think significantly, what they are trying to do is to build structures. And when you listen to the president of the NFF, you have hope. The leading lights of the federation, the president, Amaju Pinnick, Shehu Diko, and Barrister Shehu Akiwumi have shown that they want to move away from the old order and create a situation where the private sector, the corporate organization will have confidence in the federation. I think that's the way forward. The foundations they are laying now may not, the science may not show immediately. But
it may not be very obvious.
Yes, but I think in the next couple of years, we'll start to reap. We just need a little bit of patience. We're always in a hurry. Yeah. People are saying this and that. But you see, when you are in such a federation, the problems are so enormous that you need to focus. And I think I want to score them very well, honestly.
Apart from these three guys that you mentioned, that's Amaju Pinnick, Shehu Akiwumi, Shehu Diko. I mean, I remember I think it was Shehu Diko on this set the day he came that if you guys, Amaju Pinnick, Shehu Diko, Shehu Akiwumi, Felix Anyasi, Chris Green,
that they had the chance to write their name in gold.
Emeka Yama, Ahmed Fresh. If this bunch of guys do not get it right,
then we're in trouble.
Then
it's over.
So the challenge is on them.
Yeah,
they really must live up to our expectation because these guys, they are young, they are ambitious, they have ideas. And they understand the politics of football, not just in Nigeria, outside of Nigeria. If these guys don't get it, we are going to be in big trouble. But in the last 1 year, I like some of the things I've seen. They've not been perfect, clearly. Nobody is perfect. I like some of the things I've seen in terms of the efforts to put structures for grassroots football, to bring corporate sponsors, to bring science into all that we're doing. I like some of those things, Yemi.
Yeah, I do too. In all fairness, you look at all the problems, like Oyin has said, and we would say, but you look at all the problems, they inherited a lot of them. And you can't really put all of those problems on their footsteps and say you are the
cause. But even if you inherit problems,
but where I'm actually going is they've made a brave efforts to look at the problems in the face and say, this is what we're going to do here, this is what we're going to do there. This is our long-term plan here, this is our short-term plan here, and they've done it in so many of the...
I'm going to come back to you, Yemi, because I'm told I have to go on a quick break. Let's go on that quick break. When we return, we'll continue this discussion, and we want you to also participate by talking to us about the 1 year in office of Amaju Pinnick. We'll be right back.
This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you.
star and win a VIP trip to the Orange African Nations Championship final. Go to powerhorseafrica.com.
All right, we'll be talking about the build-up to the African Nations Championship, the CHAN, later on the show. But before we do that, Yemi Adebayo was sharing some of his opinion with us about the 1 year in office of Amaju Pinnick.
And I think the thing I've liked about the key figures, the principal actors, is that, you know, that there's a departure from times past where people were not brave enough to stand, sit, listen to, receive queries, and be bold enough to answer some of those questions being thrown at them and be able to say, I mean, this is the immediate answer to this problem. This we cannot fix now. With time, we can do that, and that's what I've been impressed with. While I will not score them very high, they have not done badly. They have not done badly, and like you said, I agree that the potential is there. And if this bunch cannot get it right, then I mean it's a hopeless case. But I know they can. I know they can. I mean, all of those names that you have railed out. If there is peace, peace is the key condition for progress. Now we have that peace, and we are gradually, and I think, you know, in support of what Oye said, I think maybe sometimes because our expectations are so high, and, you know, we judge based on the expectations that we have, and sometimes, you know, those expectations make our judgment unfair sometimes. So I feel in 1 year, yeah, they've not done badly.
Okay, well, our challenge for Amaju Pinnick and his board, the NFF Executive Committee, is that, look, Nigerians are expecting so much from you, and just try to do as much as you can, because time is not waiting. Now it's 1 year, it's gone. Now you are left with 3. And before you know it, the second year is gone, the third year is gone, the fourth year is gone. So whatever you need to do, as you try to put structures in place, do it like yesterday. Yeah. Because really there isn't any time to waste. All right, let's quickly talk about the African Nations Championship now, very quickly, before we talk about the build-up to our friendly games against Congo DR and Cameroon. Today, Onye, we got clarification. A lot of rumors going around on social media, online, that because of the political situation in Burkina Faso, there might have been a postponement of our game against Burkina Faso in the CHAN qualifiers. But today, the NFF said nothing like that. Even CAF says, look, there's going to be a game in Burkina Faso on the 3rd of October. So what is the basis for postponing the CHAN qualifiers against Burkina Faso when we'll be playing on the 25th of October?
Well, so I saw that story yesterday too, but you know, credited to an unknown foreign medium, and I picked a hole in it because it was not credited to the organizers. And
CAF have not given us any official pronouncement,
which is CAF, and no credit to Nigerian Football Federation. So immediately I knew that the story was baseless. It had no substance. I think it's also very, very good that the Nigerian Football Federation moved in quickly to clarify issues, because on Monday the team is expected to move into campaign for this crucial game. So I think, like we have all agreed here, the story is baseless, and it's good that our team, the federation and the coaches are also planning, you know, despite the fact that that story came up yesterday. Everything is set to him. Like we said here, there's no longer time. Since the last time they played as a team was in January, and the earlier they start campaign, the better. And I think the NFF has reacted positively to this campaign. All
right, so once again, just to clarify what we've been talking about, there is no truth to the widespread reports that Nigeria, Burkina Faso CHAN qualifiers have been postponed indefinitely. No official word to that effect from CAF, not from anybody, so that story is not true. And the home base Eagles will resume camp in Port Harcourt on Monday, October 5, as planned by the Nigerian Football Federation. I think that puts all those rumors to rest. Now let's talk about the big game that we're looking forward to. We talked about Kenneth Omero yesterday. Injuries have knocked him out, and he's been replaced by F.A. Ambrose. How did that hit you when you got the news that F.A. Ambrose is in, Omero is out because of injury?
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy for F.A. Ambrose. You know, I still feel it was during the Kesh era, I was one of the consistent players in the Super Eagles.